It's all for naught.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wide. Gun.
2nd down, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
180. 300.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into 1st downs and hopefully points.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll run it here. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Richmond.
Out of the gun, Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Richmond.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands. Guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Watson hands this to Foreman. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And they'll get him down right around the 16.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
Reset.
And they'll go on the ground. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Texans on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at third and a few inches. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. They'll run with Foreman. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Here's Watson on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now it's the backup, Hackenberg. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one-up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Stacy Coley on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Going deep for Diggs. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
300. Wide, wide.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Barr. In from his linebacker's spot, he's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now they go screen. It's complete. Finding room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
A first update now from Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hackenberg. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. A gain of 8 and a first down. Hackenberg on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here comes the boom. I see you, boy.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They go play action. Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And the ball is knocked out. And this belongs to the Vikings. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, Let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Next 50, here we go. 3 down.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. He's got his man on the crossing route. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
3 down. Lucky 50. Check it back. Check Rose.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
300. Hey, we got the 180. Yellow, ready, in there. Yellow. Check.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try.
Gun. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Let's just do me. Rhino. Grab it. Yellow. Ready, in there. Yellow.
Now Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
Hackenberg now to throw on 1st. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. A beautiful spin and room to run. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Play. Hey, flipper.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts it towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
4 down. Check. Black.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he will find his man on the outside. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6.
4 down. Check. Black. 41
To the air again, it's Cousins. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And we are all tied at 16 apiece. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans have broken the tie. Now the try here for the point after. point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter Dixon out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
We got 3. Let's go!
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Cousins to throw it this time. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down. Here's Cousins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. He got 29 yards that time. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A handoff. It's Murray. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 yards there, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
To throw is Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a bunch of guys out wide and let the defense think you're going to try and put one in the end zone. But here, the draw play just gets bottled up from the start, and he'll wind up losing yardage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Black.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Buying time to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Cousins from the gun on third. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Detroit!
From the gun, Hackenberg. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. A carry for Foreman. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hackenberg now. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. A gain of 32 that time. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Foreman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll go with Foreman, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Another timeout called by the Vikings now, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
So that one will be accepted. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.